Today we are looking at the Boss GT1. For more than a few reasons, you could be forgiven for overlooking the Boss GT1 completely in the world of modelers. It came out about 10 years ago, but it is based on the technology from the GT100, which came out in 2012. By digital standards, both units are ancient. The GT100 was replaced by the GT1000 in 2018. Which introduced a completely new way that Boss does amp modeling. And the GT1000 has since spawned some smaller variants too. So the GT1 is based on something that's been discontinued for 7 years. On top of that, this expression pedal is made of plastic. The back is plastic. These foot switches are plastic, and we have a UI that, let's just say, feels very 10 to 15 years ago. In spite of everything I just said, you can still buy these brand new, which means that people are still buying them, which means they must be doing something right. So today, I want to explore what that might be. I'm not going to do a tutorial on how to use the unit. There are plenty of those out there already. What I am going to do is dial in a couple of tones that I think would get heavy use in my playing, and maybe this is true for you as well. And then I'll come back and discuss the experience of using the unit and what kind of players this might be for. I think the most obvious application of this unit would be if you need to travel light. For instance, if you're playing guitar and you're also bringing the PA, you might not want to be bringing an amp and a pedal board or even a modeler in a separate bag. And for situations like that, it would be really nice to know that you could just throw this into the front pocket of your gig bag. And I think pretty much if you have any gig bag, this is going to fit in it. Along the same lines, this is a strong contender for the best backup rig out there. It's inexpensive, it is readily available, it fits in your bag, and it sounds good. And once you dial it in, it's fairly simple to use. Another person I can see using this is a diehard tube amp guy with a couple of gigs a year that don't allow amps. For instance, let's say you're playing a casino or you're playing in a church where they don't allow amps on stage. If you're only going to use it a couple times a year, it might make sense not to spend $1,000 or more on the best direct solution when something like this will absolutely do the job for a fifth the cost or less. Finally, I think this might be a great option for somebody who's just getting into recording guitar. So you can see this USB out here, which means that this can act as an interface. So if you want to record guitar, it's as easy as plugging your guitar in here, plugging the USB port in here, downloading a couple of drivers, and you're done. If you wanted to record guitar, do session work, whatever, all you need to do is have one of these and download Audacity for free. And you're good to go. And you have professional quality electric guitar tones. Is the Boss GT1 the best modeler that money can buy? No, but if you were watching this, you knew that already. Boss have admitted that themselves. They've made a bunch of newer modelers since they made this. If the big players in the game now are craftsmen, you can think of the GT1 as Harbor Freight. There are higher quality options out there. If you're in it for the long haul with modeling, you might want to invest a little more money into something more modern and nicer, but this will absolutely get the job done.